Hey there, this is Jacob Osborn on the campus of Huntington University. You're listening to Rooted, an in-depth conversation with interesting people and topics that matter to the Forster family. Make sure you subscribe to Rooted on iTunes, Google Play, or Spotify. You can find us by searching Forster Radio Rooted, and you can also catch Rooted Thursday evenings at 7 on 105.5 WQHU. Today I'm joined by Brock Perry. Brock Perry is a sophomore youth ministry major here at Huntington University. Brock, thank you for joining me.
Jacob, thanks for having me.
What brought you to Huntington University?
That's an interesting question. It's loaded. I originally, I came here mostly because my mom works at University of Indianapolis, and then made available the option of tuition exchange, which is practically I get free tuition at certain colleges around Indiana and other states. And so Huntington was I was looking into youth ministry, and so I was looking at Huntington, I was looking at Grace and other schools that applied there to that scholarship sort of thing. And so I was just like, I had visited Huntington so many times, I was like,
right.
It's like, I mean, might as well. Like,
right.
I know some more people than I do at Grace, so I was like, sure, let's go with Huntington. But I came here and I was really sketchy about it, not because anything bad about Huntington, but because I wanted to go to a Bible college originally, and then so going to a Christian liberal arts university, I was unsure, because a lot of the people that were pouring into me were like, you should go to a Bible college, and I was like, well, they don't have the tuition exchange,
right?
And then I found a Bible college that had the tuition exchange. And so I had to, throughout the whole year, I found that out before going into Huntington. So I was like,
yeah,
maybe I could transfer. And so throughout, I was like, maybe I should be going here. Maybe I should be going here. And so through a lot of thinking and discerning what God wanted me to do. And I can tell you, all my friends are like, dude, figure it out.
Right.
I probably figured it out in May. And I was like, I'm staying here at Huntington. I'm staying. Yeah. I'm going to stay because I was just like, God was going to bless either decision. And so finally,
I remember hearing about that. And I was like, no, Brock, no, don't leave.
People were a little upset. But,
We're glad you're here.
I wish it was a clear, Brock, do this. Yeah. If you do this, it's wrong. But it was like, no, you choose and I'll be faithful. I was like, God, please no. Just tell me what to do. But
yeah.
But he's been faithful. It's been incredible being here another semester. And
he does that a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, choose the right door, and there's 5 doors in front of you. Which one? Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Yeah. Did you play sports in high school? Odd question, but
not exactly. So my freshman year I did swimming. I swam my freshman year. I had swam a little bit before that, but I swam my freshman year, and after that I was kind of like, oh gosh, that is a lot.
If you're going to become the next Michael Phelps, you'd have to shave off that beautiful beard.
I won't do that. Except, people do that for natural drag. They, shave it off, and then they let it grow, so you get used to it as you swim.
Right.
So then they shave it off so that it's like, oh, man, I'm so fast now. Because you're just so used to the drag. But, yeah, I'm glad that I don't have to shave my beard. Right. I didn't have it in high school. I didn't have to worry about that.
Now, you play a sport in college. You don't get, scholarships for it,
right.
But what sport is it?
Yeah, I play ultimate Frisbee, which is different than disc golf.
Yeah, I get it confused. I don't know why. I know they're different, but I get it.
Yeah, ultimate is very different.
It's more.
I like to. I have a friend, Jim Bullock. He last year would always. He and I would make fun of each other because he likes disc golf and I like Frisbee, and I'm like, how about you play a real sport and play? And they both take different skill. I actually don't play disc golf because I'm like, I'm a nerd, and it's probably not that big of a deal. But I'm like, I don't really want to lose my handling form the way that I throw Frisbee and ultimate Frisbee, because it's a different style the way you hold it. Form. And so I'm like, I really don't want to learn how to throw differently and screw that up when I play ultimate Frisbee.
So what's different between ultimate Frisbee and disc golf?
I'll simplify disc golf because golf is in the name. So you start somewhere and you're trying to get it into a basket or a quote unquote hole. But you're trying to get par or under par or whatever.
Gotta get those birdies.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to know the order, but I know birdie's good, bogey's bad.
Eagles, great.
Phenomenal.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
Hole in
negative
one.
one, right?
What'd you say?
It's a negative one, right?
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. You can tell I don't play golf.
Yeah, I don't know. I when I was growing up, I tried to figure out what sport I liked best, and golf was one of the sports that I tried. So I enjoy it, but I'm not great at it.
I play Wii golf. Wii golf.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing.
Wii golf and Wii Frisbee golf on the
So
the resort version. It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, Ultimate Frisbee.
I got a hole in one time. It was great. It's fantastic. Really? Yeah, it's great.
In the golf?
Not Frisbee golf.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, it was awesome. I felt so proud of myself.
Well, because I actually know how to throw Frisbee. When I play it on the Wii, I'm like, please, this is so bad. Then I get frustrated. I'm like, I can do this in real life, but I can't do it on the Wii.
Right. So you love Ultimate Frisbee, and you and was it Nick Kite and Nick Childs.
Mm-hmm.
You, Nick Kite, and Childs all came together to form the Ultimate Frisbee team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that basically the gist?
Yeah. So it's funny that you asked about like my why I chose Huntington, because in the midst of them trying to decide whether they were gonna do this or not, they were asking if I wanted to join. I'm like, I don't know if I'll be here next year. So I was a strong advocate for it, but I didn't get to be a huge part of it. Where I was definitely somebody that I was like, if I am here next year, you sign me up 100%. But yeah, Nick Kite came here and worked in the admissions office, and he's like, where'd the Ultimate Frisbee team go? And so he's like, let's bring that back. And so as a faculty member, he talked to Nick Childs, who's actually played professional Frisbee before.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, yeah, we would love to have an actual Ultimate Frisbee club. And so they recruited people that were super passionate. And we didn't really have a high number of people that were like, oh, I definitely want to do this. At the first call out meeting, we maybe had 7 people. That might even be a high number in comparison to the actual number. But yeah, and so they kind of spearheaded that, and I was like, I'm in. If I'm here next year, I'm in. And so obviously I'm here.
Were you in any like of the process of starting it then, or like filling out forms or whatever they had to do?
No. They talked to me and were kind of like, hey, do you want to be kind of do you also want to kind of spearhead this? And I think if I had said yes, I probably would have been.
Mm-hmm.
But they were the ones that were talking with the university, getting the kind of mission statement of Ultimate Frisbee, and figuring all the boring stuff out. And so I kind of just got to join and have fun.
I will say your uniforms look pretty awesome.
They're great.
I want one.
They're expensive
too.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're great. Shout out to Brace Snyder for designing them.
Yeah.
He made them.
He actually did a Rooted the couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, he interviewed, I think, Lori Kohler,
Dang.
the basketball coach.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also Hall of Famer. She got inducted into the Hall of Fame, yeah.
I'm
it's
ignorant
cool.
to that fact. Yeah. Now I know, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
It's awesome. How is disc golf? Not disc golf. Wow. I'm so bad at this.
We're good.
Ultimate Frisbee. How has Ultimate Frisbee affected other aspects of your life?
First thought, it makes me much more busy. But it's definitely a busy that I love. It's very hard. Now that I'm actually one of the captains on the team, and so I kind of help coach. I came into Ultimate Frisbee knowing how to throw and knowing a little bit of the fundamentals of Ultimate Frisbee. I had only done maybe one summer of a club team, and that it was kind of more legitimized, where before I had only done pickup games, which is just kind of like you kind of figure it out as you go, where when you join a club, it's like, okay, there's positions in this. I was like, what? So coming into this and being a captain, I've been learning, but also having to learn how to coach. So doing that, I'm like, learning on the go, but also I have to coach teammates, people that are younger than me, but also have to like coach my friends, and that's been hard. like trying to tell my friends what to do and
You
coach
got to
them
put your
around and
coach
say,
hat on, even though
Yeah.
you want to put your friend hat on as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and it's fun because I get to do that, but it's like I have to, I had to set that, not prerequisite, I don't know, precedent, and then be like, hey, Jesse or Aiden, I was like, I'm your friend, absolutely, but the role is going to change a little bit as a coach, and like I know, just know that I respect you. I'm not like, I don't think I'm higher than you or better than you in any way.
We're still friends. We're still friends, but your form is awful. Fix it.
Yeah. But they got better. They improved,
right.
and so I mean, that was kind of cool. Like I would, the fun stuff is I taught myself how to throw a frisbee, and so, or actually, my dad taught me, but the other like more meticulous throws and complex throws I taught myself. And so when I was able to teach somebody else and see them get it, I was like, nice, they got it. So I was able to see them improve. I'm like, wow, do you remember how you threw at the beginning of the year? Not like that.
Right. What would you tell someone who's on the fence about joining HU Timber?
I would say that if you're interested in any way, just check it out. I mean, we have people that have never thrown a frisbee or didn't know what ultimate frisbee was in the first place that are now on the team playing and like coming nearly every practice, and that's impressive to me because I kind of grew up throwing a frisbee around, so I kind of it was easy for me to kind of adjust and learn. But with somebody that's never heard of ultimate frisbee and then just joining the team for fun and then loving it, it's like, wow, they picked it up fast and they love it. And so ultimate frisbee is just in general, the people are so welcoming, and just the way the sport is. I don't know what it is about the sport. I couldn't tell you, but it's just easy to pick up when you put your mind to it and you like are curious.
Positive attitude always helps too with any aspect of life.
Yeah.
How has this helped your walk, your faith walk? Because I know you were talking about coming to HU and then like, hey, I could go to this Bible college, but I think God is calling me to stay here. How's this helped your faith walk, or strengthened, I guess?
It's very, okay. Now that I think about it, something that I've been learning a lot this year. So it's funny, again, this is not planned. I didn't really think about this, but it's funny how much it ties, why I came to HU, or stayed at HU, ties to now. Because at Johnson University, the school that I was looking at, they have a phenomenal ultimate frisbee team, like already set. I would have loved to join and learn from like people that are really good. And so coming here or staying here, I keep saying coming, staying here, I've so much more had to learn how to be a leader. And something God's been continually teaching me is that in the past I used to want to be a leader just for the title. And I was just like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to be, a co-president or the leader of this Bible study or whatever. I just kind of chased after the title, and I would do a fairly good job. I cared about doing a good job, but also it was like, man, I'm a leader. But now I'm kind of like, I'd really not like to be a leader now. I'd really like to learn from somebody else. And God's like, actually, no, I've prepared you to be a leader, and so now you have to take initiative and care about it. And so it's like now as a whole, as a group, for Ultimate Frisbee, I'm like, I want to make sure that this game and this practice isn't just about this game or this practice. Is that the way that we relate to one another, the way that we relate to other teams is glorifying and loving of God and them. And so that's been different. And for myself, it's like, okay, I need to make sure that when I'm playing out on the field or when I'm coaching, it's not just about how I'm doing. Like, so quickly, I want to evaluate how our team is doing by how I'm doing. When our team might not be doing well, and I'm throwing phenomenal throws, and I don't say that in a prideful way whatsoever, but I could be throwing phenomenal throws, and everybody else is sucking, and I'll be like, "We're doing great out there. What's wrong with you guys?" It's like, no, my team's failures are my failures, and my team's successes are my successes, and so and when it comes to other players, I should come to them and be like, okay, you're struggling here, so let me help you. Let me meet you in your struggle. And then again, another time they're celebrating. Let me celebrate, even when the team might not be celebrating. Focus on the individuals as well as the group. And so that's been it's been a very interesting and very hard and humbling learning experience.
Mm-hmm. Who knew you could learn all of that in ultimate Frisbee?
Sports teach you so much.
Right, yeah. Last question. How can we pray for you?
Wow. Man, I could always, especially now, I could use prayer for these next few weeks. We're almost done.
Yeah. Got 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks left. And I'm bittersweet. I want it to be over because I want to be done with school, but also I love Huntington, so I don't want to leave yet. So that, and I don't know. Summer is can be really hard for making sure that I'm intentional with my relationship with God, and so it's like I want to make sure that I'm not letting that slip as time goes throughout the summer. So yeah, that would be sweet.
All right. Thank you, Brock.
Thank
you
for
joining us on this episode of Rooted.
No problem.
And thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe to Rooted on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. And remember, you can listen to Forster Radio over the air in Huntington on 105.5 WQHU, or stream us anytime, anywhere on forsterradio.com. Stay rooted, HU.